Okay. We have a few classes to work on. All right, so the first 100 days. How many of you all have heard of the first 100 days concept? How many of you guys heard about it? Okay, above and beyond this class being introduced to you. Okay, the first 100 days is basically a discussion of what happens in the first 100 days of somebody inhabiting the White House. Okay, what do the presidents do? What are their plans? What are their goals? And how do we assess whether or not they've been even remotely effective between what they said they were going to do and what's actually possible for them to do once they get into office? Now, the first thing is, where does the 100 days concept come from? Okay? It really started with Napoleon. It described the time between when he escaped from captivity all the way until he was defeated in Waterloo. He had this sort of 100 days of fantastic sort of political maneuvering and accomplishments. But as far as in the American context, it really owes its history to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who came into office March 4th. He was inaugurated March 4th of 1933, and he had one of the most productive first 100 days in office that anyone has ever seen. Okay? He introduced bills, he began the New Deal, he embarked upon a long and highly experimental journey to essentially save America from itself. Okay? Now, that's the historical reason. What's the more exciting and sexy reason why we're talking about the first 100 days? Well, it has to do with the modern news cycle. Most of you are familiar with the fact that we have 2, 3, 4, 5 different news channels now that dedicate themselves to 24-hour coverage of all that is Obama, all that is the White House, all that is the presidency. You have Fox News, you have CNN, you have MSNBC, and technically now you have CNBC or Fox Business News and Headline News, not to mention Bloomberg News, not to mention BBC America. There are literally several different channels that people check in all the time to find out what's going on. And these news cycles are constantly looking for opportunities to fill their space. They have to create a story, even if they don't necessarily have a story that exists in and of itself. Okay? So saying, oh, we're going to take a look at the first 100 days, it's exciting, it's sexy, it's compelling. The last reason that the first 100 days concept is interesting to anybody is because of a certain somebody who happens to be in the White House right now. His name is Barack Obama. Now, or Barack Hussein Obama if you work for Fox News. Now, the truth of the matter is that, Obama has been an incredibly popular president for a relatively short period of time because he is, at this point, he's been in office for 93 days today. It will be 100 days on next Wednesday's class. And in this time,